Attention, attention, overly blunt in this one. First to mention, gotta get your Thursday right for the weekend. Overly blunt podcast for the treatment. Keeping this shit 100 not a notch low. Cause 99 too far from a hundo. New week, new Thursday. OBOP.
Nah, it's dope though. I saw somebody on IG today post that the most thing on Spotify they listen to is podcast. They didn't even get artists because a lot of people are doing like the yearly they're doing like the yearly recaps.
Yeah. Like, I've been seeing that. Everyone's doing it. Yeah.
But this girl's was podcast and she had like I don't know how many 1,000 minutes with Joe Budden.
That's gnarly.
Like thousands of minutes. Thousands. Not the smaller digit thousands either. It was like thousands of minutes. I couldn't calculate it. I was just like, holy fuck.
That's crazy.
And she said, y'all got me out of my depression. And I just held on. Oh, that's fire. Like, what the fuck?
She said that to who? To Joe Budden?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy with how invested people get.
Because it's almost like TV. It's almost like TV just
it kind of is, bro. It's like the new audio TV.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of like reading your TV shows almost. And there's podcasts dedicated to like serial killers. There's podcasts dedicated to murder mysteries and podcasts dedicated to conspiracy theories. There's like you could kind of decorate what you want to listen to on shit that you truly like talking about rather than listening to. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that are lonely, they feel less lonely when they're more engaged with a conversation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like you're riding alone.
That's what I'm saying.
6-hour drive.
You're in the conversation. The
you
podcast.
Feel like you in the conversation, or there's people around you, and I think a lot of people kind of grow from that. Like, hey,
I think I started mine because I would listen to them, but I would want to like give my opinion. Like I want to give my opinions too. Obviously, they're not gonna reach out. Hey, come on my platform. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna start doing my own shit.
That's true.
And honestly, bro, it's probably been the best thing I've started because I meet so many people because of this. It's an excuse for me to meet up with people.
Oh, it is.
It's an excuse for me to reach out to people. Like so, all the connections I've made thus far just off my podcast, bro. Like. It's fun to me, bro. That's why I like that I don't have to rely on making money off this ad because I think it fucks up the creativity and the fun when you start trying to be like, man, how can I make money off this? How can I make money off this? But in the long run, just doing it, like you're gonna make money off of it. It's gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
100% return.
Easy, bro.
You hear that bass?
Yeah, the car outside probably. This is what I hate about, bro. I need to soundproof my room.
No,
I need a studio.
That bass, that bass sounded deep right now. It was like, boom. But, so I saw your page, and
hold on before we get into this is the Overly Blunt podcast. It's a new week. It's a new Thursday. It's your host Chris X Matt. I got my boy Manny here with me. This is the only podcast we're keeping. 99 is way too far from 100. We got a special guest with us too. We got with B in the building, Brant.
It's good.
And what we're about to ask him right now.
Let's get into it. You almost butchered that too.
I be butchering everybody's name, bro. It's so sad.
He did that Tuesday?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did it Tuesday.
He did it Tuesday?
And it's funny because I do like this big old intro and it's all formal and then it's like I butcher the name.
It happens.
But
you remember earlier he said just call me B and I was about to say G again.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But
what's good, bro? What's good with you? Thanks for coming through and doing this.
Thanks for having me.
And doing this OB podcast. Just found out you're from the HD. You're from Riverside. You rep all this shit.
I rep the 909.
And the 909 is hard.
Did you start filming out there? Like, how'd your journey in your field start?
Honestly, I didn't pick it up till high school junior year.
Okay.
So I was like, I was like a sophomore and there was like a film class, but it wasn't.
I know,
like it wasn't like accredited. Mm-hmm. So then like junior year it was like accredited, and then my mom didn't want me to take it because like we had an hour-long drive and I was like in the carpool, but I was like screw it, I'm gonna take it. So I took the class. I was like, this is kind of dope. We're on iPad 1, I think, and so that was kind of cool, like taking the class. And then I just wanted to be better and better. So senior year I retook the class with the same teacher, and then I was just like, it came time for college, and I was like, what to do? And I was like, fuck it, this is what I'm
So
just gonna go after. You know, it's like with my film teacher, Mr. Troy.
This is in college?
Yeah, this was in high school, senior year. So yeah, like I did the first year, linked up with one of my other boys, and we just made some cool projects, but like nothing was there, you know. So I was on iMovie and was trying to figure out what to do, and then senior year, I just kept wanting to be better and better, and how could I do this? Could I get a better software? And there's so many questions, so I didn't know what else to do for college. I didn't want to do my family business. I don't want to follow that route.
What was the family business?
My family builds like truck bodies and things like that, utility bodies and stuff. So it's manual labor. So
The royal shit?
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. So
We should talk about work trucks.
just work trucks and stuff. So I mean, it's cool. I've been working over there since I've been young, but I didn't want to.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, it's not what I wanted to do daily and stuff. So I just took the risk. Honestly, and I asked my teacher, and he's like, this is I can put you in this position, but I can't tell you. You gotta it's up to you. And so I was like, this is the only thing that makes sense. And then I found the school at a college fair one night. I wasn't even supposed to go. Got stuck there. Found the school. Was like, this looks like some BS, because like all trade schools and stuff. Took the pamphlet, and the requirements were like super low, like no language, this and that. And I ended up sending a video. And I ended up winning an $18,000 scholarship. So once I won the scholarship, like they called me like, you won. I was like, you got the wrong person. And I was like, and then my mom called me and someone else, and like they're trying to get a hold of me because I kept telling them like they had the wrong person. So once I won that and I got like early acceptance in school, I was like, okay, this is where I got to be. Yeah. So even then, once I went there too, I was like, I don't know if this is a school for me.
What school is this?
It was called the Art Institute of California. Yeah.
I was gonna end up going there right after high school for graphic design, but. Yeah. It was like $150,000 by the time.
It was expensive.
But why video? Like why not something else? Like what intrigued it?
I don't know, man. I just like because I was filming stuff on the iPad, so I was like filming on the iPad and editing in like iMovie. So I think it was just a struggle making stuff, and then I was kind of close with them.
Did you always like movies and films?
Nah, see, I don't like. I'm not a huge movie nerd.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't really like. Honestly, For me being in this world, like I don't know in movies. I don't know actors. Like I really don't. So I'm total opposite of the normal, the normal realm and stuff, which is totally weird. But I just have an eye for it, and I just knew I wanted to be better and better, and I was like, I can make this better. I can make this better,
right.
And I just kind of saw the vision. And then when I would shoot, I would just see things happen. Like everything clicked, and if that made sense.
Yeah.
So I would just relate it because at the family business, like my dad would get mad when I couldn't do something, but for him, all the pieces clicked, and he could see 10 steps ahead. It's the same thing in filming. I could see 10 steps ahead of where I need to do what I need to do.
That's
like
crazy,
that.
bro. 18,000.
I'm only 23.
What?
Yeah, bro. We're gonna take over.
Bro,
we're gonna take
over.
So
you've been doing this for like 6 years? 5-6 years?
Yeah, actually, now I think about it, it
goes fast.
It goes by fast, yeah. So then, like, the first year of college, I was still unsure because I was like, is this what I do? Is this what I not do? And I didn't know. But once I got the scholarship and I saw some of the work, I was like, I don't know, So there were some people that had like no skill, and I knew I had like a little bit of skill, so it was just improving, and pretty much every day, every week, and I was we had a thing called the cage. You could borrow equipment, it didn't cost you anything. It was part of the fee, and I would just take the equipment and I would just work every week, and I'd practice.
What were you filming on?
Huh?
What were you filming on?
5D. Yeah, so I had to, that was the best camera we had, just the Canon with the Canon lenses, but like that's all I really needed. So I was just practicing. And then I got
growing a love for it, huh?
That's it, dude. And I was just wanting to be better and better. And what could I do? So there was a time where I did get tired. I got burnt out because I was practicing so much. But I saw like I would make a movie for class or a little film, and then my pans until everything was smooth and sharp. So at that point, I was like, okay, we gotta keep practicing, definitely.
And speaking of like little film and all that, you've dabbled into like short films. You've done like little movies, huh?
Yeah, so I've done short films, music videos, some documentaries of my own. So I've done feature films for other people, ranging from like $1,000 up to I think like 170,000 or something like that. I've done probably like 10 to 12 of those, and then I DP'd 4 of them by myself, basically. So there was this one guy, his name is Pete. I met him through one of my mentors at AI. Well, he's my mentor for a little bit, and then he just disappeared. And I was like, where'd this guy go? And I get a phone call one day, and he was like, I could see you in your kitchen, this and that. And I was like, oh, shit. Because we had like windows, so I was tripping. And then he was like, it's Miles. And he put me on this guy, Pete, and he knew I knew how to use a Red at the time because my film teacher in high school, Mr. Troy, he had a Red too. so he had the red, and so actually I crushed a short film in college with the red, and my teacher was like blown away, dude. I felt so bad for the students, but he literally gave it to me, said, here's some settings, and just figured it out. And the sun was going down, and we shot the whole thing in like 45 minutes or something. Had like 2 friends come over. We picked 5 points right then, and that was like the early stepping stones that he showed me what to do. And yeah, and then went in the editing software and just crushed it. My teacher was like, hey, you got a niche here.
That's fine.
So yeah, once I got put on with the feature film, then it was like, you know how to use a red. Hey, this is this person, this is this person. And then
just went from there.
And then yeah.
That's dope.
Fire, bro.
That's super dope.
That's hella fire.
Yeah.
So luckily it was like it was a big learning curve with Pete and them. But I mean, I was using the red, and then I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, you're the professional. But I was still in college at the time, and in my mind, I didn't consider myself a professional.
Yeah.
But he's like, whatever you want. He just liked my style, which is, my style is just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I think's dope, yeah. So that was real cool to have someone supportive like that and believed in me.
Fire.
What do you feel is your strongest you're like your how do you say, like your what do you feel you're best at when it comes to videography? Like, what's your strongest
from front to back, from pre to post to delivery?
Cause I know you hate editing.
Yeah.
Well, not hate it. You have a love hate for it, huh? Cause
Now,
you get frustration for
definitely,
it. And all that.
yeah. I would say from front to back, probably shooting, honestly.
Shooting it?
Yeah. But lately, like in the past year and a half, 2 years, I've kind of like loved this producing too at the same, because I want to produce what I see. It's like you with your show, like you want to be the person doing it. So that's why now, like before I wanted to be a DP, but I knew there was always like maybe a directing thing in there, but I was like mostly camera work, and I want to be the guy, that's like calling the shots and stuff.
About creative control.
Definitely, yeah. But now it's like I just want to be a dope filmmaker. I want to make everything. So I want to see the vision, maybe write it, produce it, direct it, But I mean, it still takes other people to.
So how is it transitioning from like doing all that to just doing like regular type media, or like just doing a basic type, record somebody and edit it and upload it? Because it's not really challenging you, right?
Yeah, not necessarily. No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's challenges to it, but not like when
like,
it's a creative thing,
Yeah. Now you're not doing a movie. And all that
Yeah,
stuff.
like one of the biggest things that changed me when I was, I think 19. I was filming a movie set, and we were filming a movie called Mundo, and it was about gangster basically. Mundo, yeah, you can, and basically he was in La Mafia, and I think had, I don't know, like 18 hits or something like that, something crazy. So this was a story, and this is what we're gonna do. And there was one day, the main camera guy was like, he got sick or something, so we're at this jail in LA. We paid a couple $1,000s for, had the hookups and this and that. It's a police museum there. So I was there, and the camera guy's like, yo, my stomach's bugging. Like, I gotta go. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, but we got these shoots. So he basically left me with the camera.
Wow.
And all these ex-prisoners and, I mean, people that were like really in the jail.
Yeah.
They're there with us all tatted, and one guy was telling me how to break out of cuffs, this and that. And I was like, okay. So I'm in charge of like 18 people, and I don't know the script, I don't know anything. And he's like, figure it out, bro. So there was a haze machine. I looked at the other guy. I was like, yo, haze it up. Haze it up. The sun was coming through like the back windows. And I just put a couple guys in the jail cells and said, do this and that. And I just recorded, and I just went off whatever shot I wanted. But like, it was so scary at the time because I had all this pressure. And I was like, if I fuck this up, the movie's done.
Yeah.
Like, it's over. Like, because this is a big chunk of the movie.
But then to leave you with that pressure, they must have like thought, like, no, you got it.
He must have. And, he came back. I was like, how'd it go? I was like, I guess it went okay. I don't know. I was like, I just think it was a dope shot. So in the movie, it was cool because it was like, I did like a dolly shot. And then you see like him walking back, and there was like a flare in the lens, and it was just like, to me, it was like exactly how I wanted to see it. So that was it. It was huge. I was stressing at that point because I was like, this is like, there's a lot of money. Like that day, I think was like a $12,000 day.
Damn.
By the time, you paid all the people, the crew, paid the extras, and, paid for the spot and stuff like that. Yeah.
So, damn, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's dope.
This
you gotta be doing shit with, dog. We're not like, to expand on like other shit.
No, it's dope hearing like different stories because like the filmmakers I meet are usually over the internet because the ones that I look up to are not in they're in reach, but
they're not in reach.
It's not like, hey, I'm gonna just come over this weekend. Shit's been changing though. Shit's been kind of different, but I'm more on the music end.
Okay.
I want to make short films with music that I like in them.
Yeah.
And I want to make short films out of music that I like. So
definitely.
It's just, to me, I'm more in that world. I hate content. I hate making content.
Yeah.
I hate like my Instagram used to be the shit.
Yeah.
But I took all of it down because it's like I hate that it's content.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is physical.
That part is kind of hard. I mean, I've always been
once the internet goes down, it's like
it's over.
How many photographers got something left?
Yeah.
You feel me? How many photographers will still do it? And then for me now, I started shooting film, and digital. The last digital shoot I had was my first digital shoot in like 4 months, and I felt depressed. I felt empty.
Really?
It was like none of the care or the love was there. It was just I know, because I knew this was gonna be content at the end of the day. I'm not gonna print these. She's not gonna print these. She's gonna upload them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And with me, like having a film book, having negatives, it means a lot more to me now. So it's like cool.
Yeah.
Now I just got an Ektachrome 100 with sound, or not Ektachrome 100. That's the film type. It's it is Ektachrome 100. It's expired film from 1985.
Okay.
But I got a Super 8 right there, and I'm gonna try to make something out of 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So, but I've been more on the physical side of things. I'm kind of over content.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Cause like they don't understand how much. Like, hey, can you make this 30-second clip?
That's what I'm saying. People don't see the hours and time that goes into it, and then people complain about the price. But it's like, I got maybe $8,000 worth of gear out here. Okay, then I'm putting, say like a 30-second clip. You're putting, let's say 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours into it or something, depending on what you got to do. Like people just don't see, and they're like, why does it cost? Maybe like $1,000.
Starting to edit my video content, which is not hard because I literally just it's a big clip, the audio, just sync it. But just even doing that, I realized
how much time.
And I figured out about rendering, and if you don't have a computer that does it fast, it's gonna take longer.
Exactly.
So it opened my mind to even just a more understanding. You can't really just expect shit right away. You can't expect a turnaround.
No, and that's the thing. When you actually have
unless you're paying, you feel me?
Yeah, if you're paying, there's three rules of business that I learned from another guy. And it was like a 3-strike system. And he's like, if I'm getting paid good money, but it's shitty product, I'm getting paid good money. So I can deal with it, But it's if it's shitty pay, shitty product, and you don't love it, that's 3 strikes. You can't take that. So that's something that's been kind of big for me is maybe there's no big money behind it, but you really truly love the product, the way you're shooting. So you're doing it for the love, So there's a few things that I've had to adjust and stuff.
My passion comes when I have 100%, over 100% creative freedom. If you let me fucking think and give you what I see, you're gonna be Beyonce. I haven't had complaints from people.
You said you're gonna be Beyonce?
No, you're gonna be beyond.
Oh.
You're gonna be beyond surprise, beyond happy.
Definitely.
Because I could create multiple things, multiple mediums. I started off photography, jumped into video, and now I'm going more on the analog side. So it's I'm touching all mediums. I could kind of create whatever I could think of. Besides visual effects, once I tap into that world, it's different. That's a different story. But for now, it's when I have 100% creative freedom, when people tell me, when the email says, we don't care, just do whatever the fuck you want.
So, dude, that's lucky right there. If you get 100% creative,
that's better than that's almost as being in love.
Definitely.
That's top 3 feelings in the world is when you get that response. We don't have anything put together. Do your thing.
See, that's that's the dream right there. If you could just do your thing.
Cause it's.
But isn't that the whole point? To reach out to a videographer and be like, "Hey, I want your style, so I don't have nothing in mind. Try to come up with it."
A real artist appreciates another artist.
Yeah.
A real
I guess.
You feel me?
Because if I approach like a Cloud9, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I want from her. What type of style. If I hit you up for a video, I know what I want. And I'm gonna just. I don't know what I want, but I know you have me. If I just reach out. But then I think you have to equally be interested then. Because if you're not, then your best work's not gonna come out either. Even if they do give you 100% control, if you're not into whatever the product they're offering, you're like, eh.
It all goes based off of. To me, there's tiers to it. as much as I hate it, there's tears to it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I go as a fan first. That's what I like saying. I'm a fan first. And if I'm a fan of the music, I already thought about some shit the moment I heard it.
That's how I am. Yeah, as soon as like if it's a bang or something, brother, it's like so visual.
If I'm a fan of the music, and if I'm a fan, if I truly fuck with you, I'ma reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that reach out to me, it all goes in the approach.
That's true.
It all goes in the approach.
Definitely.
You hit me in the emails, I'm gonna respond way better. You hit me via DM, talk about, hey bro, can you fit me in next week? I can't.
Yeah.
That approach is not like,
It's
to me. I already feel offended
definitely.
because it's all in the approach. People that are like, hi, hey, how you doing? I'm just, wondering. There's a person that reaches out, was like, I'm wondering is it okay to DM you or you want email?
Yeah.
Whatever you want now. Like, you got my attention. Cool, I
Definitely.
appreciate that.
Yeah. At least you respect yourself in a sense that like you know you're not gonna take like if someone DMs you like that, you're not gonna take that approach. You know what I mean? You hold like you putting out there how you want to get your work.
Because I came to a point where it's like, I know my worth.
Definitely, yeah.
And I know the value I bring to the table.
That's
so
a hard thing to learn, know your worth right there. I've been struggling with that, and like going in next year, I have like a different mindset. But tapping on the other thing, I was just say, got shout out T-Bone because like when we linked, I would be like, yo, I heard your song, this is my idea. And he sometimes had idea, but sometimes he's like, whatever you want to do. And so there was one music video I had it all planned out. Skipped school, did the scouting locations and stuff. Then it rained that day. I didn't plan it to rain, I didn't know. So I called him and we met up and then basically scratched everything. And in like 5 minutes, I was like, you're going to shoot here, you're going to shoot here, you're going to shoot here, just all backward spots. I was like, I want to get you in the Jeep. Let's take off the top, this and that. And he's just always listening to me. So that was a cool thing, like going through that. He just kind of, whatever ideas I had, like, he was like, yeah, bro, just do it.
Run it, yeah.
So shout out to him for sure.
Would he be your like best chemistry partner?
That's a good question. I never thought about that. Probably.
Just be real. Not just chemistry based off of mental connection. Like,
Damn, we get along very well. So he's like a big jokester,
PC.
you know what I mean?
PC.
He's a big jokester. So I don't know, because like he just lets me have creative freedom, and if you tell him this is what we gotta do, he's gonna do it 100%. That's how he is. He's seriously one of the hardest working guys I've ever met. So
if you have like this wild idea, he'll do it.
yeah. So if I was like, yo, bro, let's say we're in Vegas, I'm like, we need to get to this skyscraper, and I'm gonna throw some lights behind you, and I'm gonna have a chopper fly in, and then I'm gonna have you hop on the chopper, and the camera's gonna go with you or something. He's like, oh, let's do it. And then if I'm like, we gotta do 7 takes, he's gonna give me 7 takes at 110%.
That's dope.
So it's just, that's what some ideas, like we're doing one in Venice Beach. I'm like, I need you to ride the scooter. I'm gonna ride the scooter with the gimbal and stuff. I'm gonna do it. And he was scared. And I was like, this, because it was his gimbal and it was brand new. I was like, trust me, I won't drop it. And I was like, this is what we gotta do. So in some of those senses, he's like, yeah, bro, whatever we gotta do, you know? So
That's dope.
yeah. Like one of the other videos, we hopped the fence, went in this yard, got in trouble. Supposedly we left, hidden some bushes, did what we had to do, shot the video and dipped out. And like, that was cool. So yeah, I respect
you're one
him
of
on that.
those that's like, fuck it, bro. We risk whatever to take the shot.
For the most part, because like back then I was so focused on like how dope the shot was, but now it's like I'm still in love with the shot, but now it's just a different mindset.
I have a motto, and I only say it when when it happens, and it's always a good shoot when you break the law.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I was huge into guerrilla shooting before. I mean, I still am, but now it's like worth, or it's like risk versus reward, you know. So that's how I
Guerrilla
am
shooting?
now.
Yeah,
It's just like
100% complete running gun.
yeah, it's like whatever you got to do. Like we were up in San Francisco shooting this music video. We got in trouble a few times for shooting places we weren't supposed to shoot, hot berries, this and that. And then we hopped on the Bay Bridge, and I had the other guy, Keen, my boy, he was driving, and I hopped out, and then he was in whatever car he was in, and we were literally on the Bay Bridge. I was hanging out with the camera like this far from the ground, bro. We're just doing like rolling shots and stuff. And he was like totally down for it.
You're gonna say rolling shutter.
Yeah, I got to do what I got to do. So
You're gonna say rolling shutter. That's the cameraman in you.
it's natural now, man. It's natural.
He ended up saying rolling shots.
Rolling shots. You got to get the rolling shots.
That's funny. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So you really had a cool little journey in your filmmaking.
For just these past couple years and being young, like I never think of it that big. But if you compare me with maybe like, it's hard to compare like age because
Yeah,
now
you
with
shouldn't.
like so many options, you don't know who's connected who.
You shouldn't.
But yeah, for 23 years old, I've done like quite a bit of stuff. Like I
Yeah.
was able to work on a music video. What's his name? Damn, I don't remember. He's Beyonce's choreographer. So we got to work on that, and then I got to work with her name's Lyrica Anderson. Her husband's A1 Bentley. So they're producing for like Chris Brown, all these top people. So I met him, super dope guy, and then like we did one with like Ty Dolla $ign. So like being that was like a different world because you're around they're on their time.
Yeah.
So they want to show up 6 hours late to set, they're gonna show up 6 hours late no matter what. You know. So, but in like my past 4 years, yeah, I've had like. Well, I had a dope career for sure.
Damn, you only doing it 4 years?
Well, like 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Damn, that's not bad, dog. That's not bad.
It's
That's
really not.
bad.
But yeah, I don't think you should compare though, because there's people making it at 40. There's people making it at 50.
Definitely.
There's people making it at 60, and it's like they're just like you're doing great for your age and you're doing great for your timeline.
Yeah, definitely. It's just hard with the internet
and that's just how you should look at it.
You know what I mean?
That's just how you should look at
Yeah.
it.
See, you're in your own lane over there for sure, which is dope.
No, you need to be.
Definitely.
Because this world will eat you up. You're going to keep comparing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And what's going to happen when you have no one to compare to? You still not going to be satisfied. And when you compare, when you keep comparing, like, when you compare, comparison is the thief of joy. That's what it is.
Bars out here.
That's
Bars
just
and
what
knowledge.
it is. Comparison is the thief of joy. You're not ever going to be happy if you keep comparing. You're on your timeline. You're doing great for you.
And no one you, bro. No one got your eye. No one got how you look at shit.
Definitely.
So it's like you should just treat yourself special and feel special and not worry about anything else, because who you are as a person is going to carry you where you need to be.
Definitely.
And if you just keep comparing, you're going to be too busy looking left and right.
Instead of just focusing on your path.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Like, I'm not going to trust you in a car if you look left or right.
That's true.
I want you looking at the road, like glued.
Definitely.
I'll look in the side mirrors for you or some shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But
That's
eyes
true.
glued, tunnel vision. And at your age, you need tunnel vision because you shouldn't worry about anything else besides learning, because now it's like, are you learning to make more content or are you learning to make more art with your craft?
Definitely.
Because video work gets so deep.
Yeah.
It gets
So deep. People don't even know.
And just the people, like, people don't understand, bro. Like, color graded monitors. Come on,
People
bro.
just see the IG shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
People
It's all
just
based
want
on
to like
IG.
the shit.
People just
Definitely.
They don't see how that clip came about.
not
definitely, bro.
only serious people getting their shit calibrated to match colors for movies, bro.
Definitely.
Only real, true people get their shit calibrated and say, I want to color grade just like the movies do, so I'm gonna get my shit color graded just like the movies do. Like, there's true people out there doing it, and then there's people when they hit export is for social media.
For the gram, definitely.
It'll be export, send to YouTube, send to Twitter. And it's like, people really click that shit. Not knowing encoding, not knowing high quality exports. It's just like H264, here you go.
It's just crazy, bro. Cause like I said, all that shit, like, I don't know, man. Just so people blow up in so many different ways, bro. Like it's crazy because you can put out a whole bunch of those videos and it's gonna work for you and you're gonna be lit, and maybe that's what I should have done, because it's content. Regardless of how we're like, we want art more than content. Content, you're always in people's face. So if you're always in people's face, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it, and you kind of pressure them into just like tapping in.
Definitely.
You pressure them, so it's just different, bro.
It's a whole different world. Yeah, no, it's separated. It's definitely separated.
It's hard. It's like really that goes back to just having your own lane, because you
Gotta have your own lane.
Your own lane can work. It's gonna work
Definitely.
regardless if it takes longer, shorter. It's your lane, but everybody's just working.
Yeah.
True.
Different ways is working. So some ways is bullshit. Like the clout way is bullshit too. Trying to get attention, trying to go viral, that's bullshit. But if that gets you popping, it gets you popping.
Yeah.
But then it depends on how you utilize after that? How you used your fame or your whatever after that?
For me, it just splits up to the different knowledge I could obtain. So, colorist, editor, you know, sound.
But you could like again, you can put one of those movies out, a dope ass movie, all technical, everything nice, like it looks like a theater movie, and it might do good. But then you could put out like a cheap like Streets is Watching type film, and then you get the budget for a better film because I don't know, it just went up more than your whole professional type movie.
Yeah,
no,
so
it's just
random.
weird, bro. It's random.
But
random,
it goes into how you carry yourself.
Oh yeah,
it really does. Cause if you like comedic, and they see something that funny and it just blows up, cause it's like you on.
That's it.
But if it's like if you're a serious person, like how you were saying like before, some people can't come on here and just smoke because that's not their demographic. You know that, and now I don't know. I guess they're molded into a certain lane.
But I don't want them to.
And I know that. I know that. And that's the thing. Like, cause there's no mold here.
Yeah.
Be you. Like, I want people to be 100% them, and like, I don't know. I have tunnel vision right now. Like
I see
for
that,
me, it's
for
like
sure.
there's just I don't want to compare myself. I'm just going forward.
Facts, bro. You know people are podcasting, bro. Like every day a new podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now people are doing it just to do it.
And I encourage people to keep podcasting because you never know. But the thing is, like nowadays, people are not consistent.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like if you're not consistent, then it's not. You can't do it here and there, and that's why I had to do it every week, bro. Cause I gotta keep reminding people like I podcast, dog.
Definitely.
You know, and sometimes I like that. My main focus really is on my podcast and audio, cause I put less focus on my visuals. I put less focus on really promoting it. It's really just like what it's supposed to be, a podcast and audio.
Yeah,
so here,
doing
go
it for
peep
it.
it. Go peep it.
Definitely.
And then when I saw Joe Budden get signed, bro, and like see shit like that, I'm like, yo, this is an industry. Like you just have to be consistent. It has to be dope, and you have to get it. So now it's like. There's no platform here in the IE, dog. No Riverside don't got nobody putting nobody on.
And that's like been my thing with the IE is like I don't love LA. I hate LA. And not that I hate the people in it, but I've just never like
LA just shitty.
Yeah, I've never vibed with it at all. Yeah. You know, so it's like my whole thing is just to put the IE on, man. There's so many dope artists here, like in every like painting, rapping, everything. You know, and that's the thing. It's like I don't know why LA doesn't fuck with that. It's like it's not that different.
It's not.
It's not. You know, so like
it's
I would just
we
love
have
to
parking.
It's true.
We don't have
all the warehouses.
We don't have 30 rules before you park in this open spot. You know, we don't have fast food on top of fast food. Like it's chilling over here.
Definitely.
Bro, you know how dope it is to me for people in LA to come to Riverside to do my show? Like that's fire to me, though. That's fire to me. Cause that's like when I get to a certain level, that's what I want anyways. I want people to I don't want people to be like, I'm going to LA to go to do, cause LA already got their platform.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, come to Rivers, come to the IE, and come to the OB podcast. There's no one like who out here doing shit.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I can relate to the hip hop crowd, you feel me?
Definitely.
Because not everybody can relate to that crowd.
No, not at all. Exactly. And that's what you're in your own lane over here, bro. Just make like.
And I like it, and like even like the Adam's demographic. I like that because I want the white crowd too, bro. Like I want the older demographic because no real shit because. Like there's a lot of gems that Adam be like. I want my listeners and young people to know about real estate. And just get some gems, you know, be a first time buyer and know about all that shit. You know, but I feel like I can relay the message to the younger people in a way that Adam maybe can't. You feel me? Definitely. Because I can speak their lingo in a way. I can talk dumbed down. You feel me? I can talk with the ebonics and all that shit. So it just everyone has a lane, and I just feel like I love Riverside and I love what he's doing. So to me, that's inspiring. But we can all eat, and if you showing love to clients in Riverside too, hey, that's fucking fire too, dog. Like that's dope. Like let's keep doing this. Let's keep building the city up.
Yeah, it was crazy for me because like I said I was never from the IE, you know. So I went to school here, and it's like the IE brought me in, you know. So like the people that were natives here, like they brought me in. They really showed me like the culture. So that's when I was like, it was a big like culture shock, you know. Like I mean, not that I have like a super like strict white family, we're just like normal like white family, whatever. You know what I mean? But there's certain things like they just think a certain way. Where like I'm in these different, you know, like being a Hispanic household, and then I mean I've been whipped by the grandmas, bro. Like with my buddies.
Honestly,
Like,
I was
we've
gonna
been
ask you
whipped,
if you were half Mexican, because I always see you with the Mexicans on your.
Oh yeah, they just like they're just fun.
You're an ensenada and shit.
They're just fun to be around, bro. Like they just have a good time, and they're all about family. And that's like one thing that it just showed. Like they really showed me how the family works. Like you know, they be having babies young, and you know, going to prison. There's all these different things, but it's still like at the end of the day, it's all family. You know.
Right, yeah.
So just to be in this household, and then being like a half Samoan household, and all these different households, it was just like I've been in such a melting pot. For me, it's like made me someone dope. And then I think what it's done is like I think it was meant to be, because now I'm able to be in these different cultures, you know. So we're shooting a music video. Okay, I kind of know how I need to hold myself to work with them. Okay, we're doing high class commercials. Okay, we need to act this way, you know. So that's why I like being in the melting pot, because you got to know how to act and move.
You adapt.
You adapt to the room you're in.
So.
Yep. You got to, bro. Now, it's nice to be able to talk to different demographics, or to be able to because I think that people like certain artists, they might like you more because you understand them, you know, like you understand their way of thinking, the way it is. You don't expect like we gotta be professional, you gotta be this way. It's very like, bro, roll this blunt up, like let's do it this way. Like you make them feel at home, and that's when they give you the best them and their best delivery.
Definitely.
So that's how it is here too. I mean, every time people come through to the podcast, they always ask like, "What are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna talk about?" But it's like I don't have a structure, dog.
Nah.
Like I'm asking you to come on here because, like he said earlier, I've been peeping you, I've been watching you, and I got questions I want to ask, and I want to know more about you, and I just, you know, regardless of where I'm at right now, if I was at a higher level, if my platform was at a higher level, I would still show the same love. And
I appreciate that.
I wish I can give you like 1,000 people to come fuck with you. You feel me?
Care, bro.
No, I know, but eventually I want to get to that point where it's like I benefit you like that. You feel me? Like I want to put people on in the rib, bro. I want to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah, I see that happening, bro. Because you care about it enough. Like it's gonna happen for you.
And I don't just want to do it for music. If I can put a realtor on, I want to do that. If I can put a hairstylist on, I want to do that. Definitely. If I can put the vegans on, I want to do that, bro. Like I want to show love to everybody, you know. And that's why I don't like getting boxed in. Like don't expect nothing on my show. And my guests are all different. Like you're the first media type or like videographer I've had.
That's sick. I appreciate that. Nah, that's why I fuck with you, because you're really all about like Riverside. Were you born and raised here?
I was raised here, bro. I was born in Fullerton,
okay.
Since I was zero, a month old, I was already here.
Nah, but you want to put like Riverside on for you and stuff. It's like, not that. I just want to make the IE pop. You know what I mean? Like they took me in. I feel like that's when I really changed in high school. That's really like who I became, and I was just like. Like I said, there's just some people like you, so if I could put people on and help like connect everyone, bro, like we can pop. Like we're literally the next LA, and the thing is like the city doesn't even believe it. So like if you can just show it, like that's my whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? And then like when people connect with other people, bro, IE just moves in silence, and then we just show up to LA and this game over. LA can't even catch up. You know what I mean? Because LA's just fake. Like it's fake, man. There's actually a DP. His name's BB DP on Instagram. And I've reached out to him, bro, and top of the game, bro. Like, probably, hands down, one of the best dudes for sure right now. And he gets back to me every single time I ask him questions. So like that, I feel like I've just been connecting. Mm-hmm. But he shows the real side of LA, which is what I love. Like, he's like, this shit's fake, you know. Yeah. And he sees it. But like when I talked to him the other day, we were talking about Halloween parties and this and that. And I was like, how do you stay? He stays so narrow minded. He's like, this is what I love. Like that's it. And he's like, I could go do those things. He's like, or I could just keep working. I mean, he literally like shoot all night. Let's say in Memphis or whatever, hops on a plane, comes to LA, 1 hour sleep. He's shooting 2 more music videos. Boom, back to another city. Like the guy he hustles, bro. I respect his grind so hard. Yeah, bro. And he's in his own lane. He doesn't care what people think. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he told me he's like just stay in your own lane and you'll be
straight.
Yeah, definitely.
Stay in your own lane.
You're doing your own thing over here, so it's gonna pop.
Eventually, bro, and I be like. It's funny because sometimes I'll be like, man, I just want to go to work. Like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't want the attention. Because I know this shit will come with attention, you know? And the shit that I want to shed light on, it's kind of a threat to, you know, the normal shit. Because I do be talking about conspiracy shit. I be wilding, you know? I might, even my political views, you know, it might be a threat to certain people, or it might make me lose followers, but... Like, I don't know, bro. I just want to wait. Honestly, bro, my whole mission is to make just people question shit. That's all I want to do, bro. Stop thinking that, like, a certain way because it's traditional.
Yeah.
Like, think outside the box. Think differently. Question what you've been taught. And Yeah, bro. That's my whole shit. That's my whole shit. I want to just show love to people. Like I love showing love,
Definitely.
and this is my way of showing love. Like just reaching out, hey, come through,
respect.
do the podcast. And you know, it's been fun, bro. I mean, so many people, so many connections. Like this is fire to me. So I'm gonna continue to keep trying to put on for the Riv, cause
Definitely. Now you doing it right, bro. Doing it right.
I just need more resources, and no, I can't. I don't want to make excuses, but just like I know what I need to do to elevate it.
Yeah.
I know what I should be doing. I know what I gotta adjust even for next season and for the for next year even. But it's all like I said. I'm in my own lane. I'm at my own pace,
Yo,
and I'm
most
only in
definitely, most
competition from how I did last week or the month prior. So I ain't tripping, bro.
You're only in competition with yourself. That's it.
Exactly, real shit.
You
So we'll figure it out on the way.
You're truly in competition with last season.
Yeah, and I'm not mad, bro.
Every season.
I started 2017, right? First season.
Yeah.
I did it for a few months. I didn't drop all 2018. I didn't drop no episode, dog. You know, I got started talking to a chick. You know, I got sidetracked and all that. But I lived a lot. And I started going out more because I've always been a homebody.
Okay.
I always like just being inside.
Yeah.
So I started going outside more and started going on vacation more. Started flying out.
That's
you know,
good,
my parents live in South Carolina and all that, so
Okay.
it gave me an excuse to start flying out over there. And you know, now I like just. I was so
Miami.
close-minded, bro. I love Miami, but I was so close-minded to the fact that even like, and I want to give my cousin Becky a shout out because I remember I never understood her back then, and now I understand it. Because I used to kind of like especially after Trump got elected, I felt like I was like white people are gonna start wilding. You feel me? Like it's just like this is gonna start turning up.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want to go visit my mom and dad because they live in South Carolina, where it's all conservative, you know. So even when I went out there, I didn't even give it a chance, bro, because I just want to be inside the house. Because I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like this shit about to be crazy. And bro, honestly, like white people, like no. I feel bad because I just been like, there's bad of everybody. You feel me?
No, I agree
so,
for sure.
So I started coming across a lot of dope white people, like just like randomly, like I went to Colorado, bro. The nicest white people out there, and I was just like, yo, I really got so close minded because I think y'all are racist. I think y'all are da da da, and I'm like, I'm fucking over here tripping, like, and I'm probably ruining relationships and connections because of my way of thinking.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You're blocking blessings.
yeah, real shit. So now I think way different, bro. I'm like the way my logic is just like, nah, bro. There's bad of everybody, even down to like cops.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
feel like just everyone needs love, bro. Everyone needs love, and everyone gotta have the same respect. And I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until you show me otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't fuck with you. I gotta keep you at a distance. Oh, you rock like that, I bet. But this shit, I don't know, man.
I'm kind of the opposite. I really don't like cops at all levels.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I just feel like the tree's poisoned already.
A lot of shit poisoned.
Yeah. Can't preach that enough, bro.
But yeah,
There's way too much stuff poison.
The police tree, that's like 99.9% poison.
Hey man, you just got. I'm just not trying to judge no more as much. Clay's always judged, bro. Even down to like homeless people, like you don't know how they got there, bro. That could have been a veteran too, bro.
That's true.
That could have been a veteran, and we don't know. You know,
It's hard.
And then the way these prescription drugs even drive you crazy sometimes too. It's like maybe it's our own doctors that made you like that. Like we don't know, bro. Like it's just so crazy because I used to always be like bougie, you know. I'm still M, but I used to always be like, like fuck out of here.
You don't think there's a science to this, like, I guess, cycle of life in the human species world, like in our kingdom? Because you know how there's like a food chain?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like different classes in different places, right? But nature or Mother Nature or science, whatever you want to call it, kind of designs how animals work. This animal eats that one because, and then that allows like these trees to grow, and then these like it just all connects.
Yeah.
Don't you think like our species kind of fabricated the way money works, to where it's like, we need to create homeless people to have X amount of this to do X, but we need to get the doctors to do this, and within 10 years we'll have X amount of money. It's probably done some shit. They probably did some shit like that to like, all right, hey, I like your guys' cure, but let's do some fucked up shit. Stir it around.
Yeah, because I need these people to keep coming back for that cure.
Yeah. Exact chemo.
It's just fucked up, bro. The value of money is just
Like
fucked up.
chemo, bro. That shit 10 grand a fucking session.
10 grand.
10 grand.
Shit, I taught people to eat some sour soap. Bro, shit, bro. That shit cure cancer. I taught you to eat some sour soap. $16 a pound. Over 10,000? Come on.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, but all right. So when does working with Adam come into play? Or how do the whole Adam?
So I was actually
100% media, right?
Yeah, that's the media company that he owns, and I operate with another guy named Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're the main guys. But I was actually at a dinner with T-Bone, family dinner, and Adam was there because they were boys through his next door neighbor. And I just started talking to him, and I kind of knew what he did because I followed him. And I was like, dude, this guy always posts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's always on Instagram. But he was in my mindset, if I need to buy something in Riverside, like a house, is the guy I'm going to go to. So I ended up started talking to him. He's like, I got cameras, green screen. I could tell he was very, very advanced in technology and loved technology. So I started talking. He's like, whatever you need. So I finished college. And then earlier this year, I was working on my family business. Took a little break, figuring out what I want to do. And I was getting frustrated because I didn't have time to film and do what I wanted to do and love it. So yeah, he called me one day when I was in the shower. He's like, what you doing? I was like, nothing. Of course, you know, it's the water going and everything. Yeah. So, and then he said, yeah, like, I've been looking for a media guy. Like, this is what I want to do. Come in, let's talk. So we talked. And it sounded good to me. And I was like, let's give it a try. So we did a 1-month trial. And by that time, we were already kind of gelling. I knew his style, what we needed to do. And then, shoot, so that's been since like July.
Yeah, I think when I saw that, bro, I was like, oh, he lit. Mm-hmm. He lit.
Like, in my mind, I wanted to travel like an artist. So I was like, man, if it's traveling from country to country, I'm shooting behind the scenes, the airplane, this and that. Like, I wanted to be in that sort of thing. And I got like a totally opposite. So it was weird, you know what I mean? But being with Adam, like, it's been
and I know you're learning a lot too, bro. Mm-hmm. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, he's definitely a smart dude. Like, in the past couple months, I've learned so much about just life and kind of like adulting in a sense because I'm in a professional world every day, you know. So we're around a lot of people that make a lot of money.
A lot of money. So I seen a video he posted. He made $20K a month. Who? Yeah, did he say that shit?
I don't know. I think, but like he makes money, but like his overhead is like $25 grand a month. So by the time staff, you know, you pay this, you pay that.
That's
like,
dope, bro. That's boss shit.
Yeah, but he just grinding. Like, he spends almost all his money on building himself and marketing. Like, he's broke
because he gets it.
He's in that like, I'll make all this money, but I'm gonna spend it. You know. So if he makes half a million, he's gonna spend $400,000 on just like getting through life. Media, this. Does it work? I'll find out one day.
It's gonna work, bro.
You know, because he was already broke. So he's like, if I go broke again, like, what does it matter? Like, I can't go. I can't get worse than where I was.
But it's a different type of broke, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
You got employees. You have a whole. That's a different type of broke.
Yeah.
That's a broke I would love to be. That's the type of broke you should be.
Definitely.
And he gets it. He gets what he gotta do, bro. He gets like bro, it's just fire because even like he probably not into all the technology thing and the whole trying to edit. Like, he's like, fuck that. I can give you all the content. I just need someone to fucking.
But what's crazy is he used to do it. So he used to sell real estate all day, and then when he'd go home and stay up to like 1 or 2 editing the video. So he spent like those 5-6 hours trying to edit videos. So he'd vlog during the day. So he told us, he's like, yeah, I can replace you guys. I can, like, if the market crashes, I can do it. And he will. He'll go back and he'll edit his own videos. He's gonna do whatever he's got to do because everyone's replaceable in a sense, you know. So if you can bring value and you're not irreplaceable, that's how you stay. But if you're irreplaceable, like, he can just go hire the next guy, you know. So that's like, I already kind of knew that, but like being around the world, like,
job.
it's clicked and stuff. So but yeah, he gets it, and that's why like certain videos, like, we want to go back, we want to perfect them. He's like, bro, it's gonna take you another 2 hours to do one thing because he knows how anal we are, you know what I mean? He's like, just put the content out there. So it's been dope working for him. I learned a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Dope. Yeah, that's super dope. And then he told you to go grab somebody else, or you recommended it?
Nah, so actually, so my boy in college, like, we're like husband and wife, but we're so opposite of each other. Like, but somehow when it comes to working, like, we have the same mindset in a sense. So he's a great editor. And we did a lot of projects in college. So what I would do is I would shoot most of them, and then, or if I did other gigs, I'd be like, I'll shoot you a little money for the editing, and then I'll shoot it, and he'd cover the editing. So that's how we started. And then I could pick up more work like that because I wouldn't spend time editing. He wanted to edit, I didn't want to do it, so it worked out perfectly. So I kept bringing him into office. Hey, how do we do this? How do we do that? Some of the stuff he knew how to do, some of the stuff he was just guessing, you know. And then I just told Adam, I was like, yeah, when we got to hire him at some point. And Adam knew that. It was just like, okay, this is going to cost me this much money a month, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not making money off you guys. So it's like, if it's like $5 grand a month, like, that's $5 grand a month every month that he has to put into his budget. And it's like, we don't know if we're making no money or that, you know. So that's a big expense throughout the year. And finally, we're just pushing out so much content. He just one day was like working, and then they were like, you know, buy him food and this and that. And one day he finally got on. So it's been dope.
Dope.
Adam get it, bro. 100% media. He owns a media company. He owns a real estate company. Like that shit's beautiful, dog. That's a beautiful thing. I ain't gonna lie. That shit's fire to me. I get inspired by shit like that. Like even his whole story, you know, his umpire background and everything, and
which it plays so much in the real estate. Like baseball and real estate are like the same game.
What the
They
fuck?
really are. You see, it blows your mind, right?
bro, like
It blows your mind, but it like when you start comparing stuff, like, and I've seen so much behind the scenes. Like even before this, like he was screaming at the phone because he's dealing with dumb people. Like there's so many people that just don't get it, and it's like, how do you even make it through life? You know, I just. Bro, people, man. There's not in like
he be feeling himself. He was talking this shit. I remember one time he posted something, and I'm like, yeah, talk your shit. And he's like, no, I'm just saying. I'm like, nah, fuck that, talk your shit. Nah. Like, you gotta talk your shit.
And that's the thing, like he'll tell you on video, and then you meet him in person, he'll tell you the same shit. It's like he keeps it authentic for sure.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's a dope person. So I think it's dope that you guys linked up and started doing this shit. But
definitely,
I was like, that's fire, bro. That's a power move for him. Because, like I said, he get it. You need the content. And he's always doing speeches and being a speaker. And so that's
what he's trying to, and that's like the whole point of the media is like, he's doing the same thing he was doing a couple years ago, but now everything's on camera to back it up. You know, so that's like, it's just facts, right? So he can call some out, and then 2-3 months down the road, it's like, I told you about it, you know? So he wants to start speaking like loves the game of real estate, but hates real estate. Yeah. So it's like, okay, that real estate company is doing well. The media company, we have employees, this and that. It's making money. I'm making money off T-shirts that he has. I'm going to speeches. I'm getting $10,000 to speak for like an hour. So it's just like he wants multiple streams of income, and he just wants to speak and inspire people and show them, hey, this is the platform. This is how you get on.
And that's another person that's not trying to get boxed in either.
No,
he's like, fuck that. I'm not just a real estate agent. I do media.
And he just wants to help people. Like that's all he cares about.
I can see that genuinely.
Yeah,
I love when he says like, I'm not here I don't want to sell you a house. No. Like, I'm trying to help you find what you want. Like,
yeah, you
can tell it's genuine. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out, Adam, because I definitely need you on the podcast, bro. It's been a long time, you know. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've been like peeping him too. Man, even like his bro, the Riverside Property Brothers. Like that's fire to me. That's super fire to me, dog. Like he gets the marketing aspect. He gets the fact that he's driving around with his van with his face plastered around it. Like that's like he get it, dog. Yeah. He get it.
I know everyone was like, "Why are you gonna get a van with your face wrapped?" He's like, "It's free advertising." Like, come on, he gets it, bro. Like that's what I said. And then the technology side, he's advanced. Like he sees that these videos in 5 years are gonna pay. They're not gonna pay off now. Like he's been doing this consistently by himself for 4.5, 5 years, and it's barely starting to pay off. You know, so that's the same people see us media team see this. Like they all think it's instant when it's not. You know, and they don't see the stress. Like there's days he walks in, it's like, oh, it's gonna cost me, you know, let's say $10,000 or whatever. Like I gotta pay you, I gotta do this. If the camera breaks, tripod breaks, like. Just to start the podcast, I think we dropped like $2,200, and it's like that was just to get this podcast up and going, and we're not even making money off the podcast. You know what I mean? So it's just like the love of doing it and meeting people.
But bro, honestly, there's zero money in podcasting.
Yeah,
there's zero money. Like the only way you can get is with ads, basically. But you have to be a certain, you know, level of influence or somebody, quote unquote.
Definitely. I mean, he loves it though, so you know, it's like you get to meet new people, and you just don't know where things are gonna go. So that's why.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know where she's gonna go. That's fucking dope though, bro.
Yeah, so it's been cool linking up with him
and doing your thing.
Trying to do your thing, yeah. And he's very supportive of us. It's just like, hey, if you can go make money, you go do this. Like, that's why there's two of us, so we can go do jobs. Like my other boy, he's a professional musician. So like tomorrow he won't even be there because he's doing some gig on like Telemundo.
Word?
Yeah, bro. He's like 25. Professional musician. He's played at the Forum. He's played in front of like 100,000 people. He's the drummer, but yeah, that's just what he does. So
Riverside too?
He's from like San Bernardino route though.
That's the IE though. So.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's fire. That's dope.
Bring him on. Bring him on.
Nah, yeah, I do be. His name's Adrian, huh?
Yeah.
I do be seeing him when he's playing a little guitar.
Oh yeah, he be playing his little ukulele and.
For real, he's like playing like the type of shit that you can serenade to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. He'd be playing the uke for sure. For sure.
That's funny. That's fire though. So what are you trying to do next with like video? Like, what are some of your dreams or your goals to do?
Man, they're big.
They're
That's
big?
for sure. Yeah. So like my mindset going into next year is I really just want to create what I want to create. So I mean but it's like now I'm on this kick the past couple of weeks. Like things just clicked and I don't know what it is, but I'm ready to go and I'm just ready to make what I want to make. And I think I need to find out who I am a little bit more because I know a little bit, but I'm still struggling with that, you know? So it's like now I'm free with college. I can actually go do gigs because during college I kept believing I would miss so many classes doing other projects and stuff on the side. But the teachers knew I had a love and they could just kind of tell. And I was like, I had a little bit more natural talent than some of the people there. So for me, it was like the perfect school because I didn't get put under. I was like right in the middle and I was able to, at the end of the school, I was able to succeed to be like one of the best filmmakers there. But yeah, I just want to, movies are in the works. I definitely want to keep continuing making big budget movies, but I like doing everything, honestly. I just like moving people. I like making people feel something. So I definitely want to travel. I'd say traveling, like I do want to create big feature movies, but I think like I need to go through a phase before I make those.
What about like a DMT trip?
Man, I don't know. That's like you talking about like tripping on DMT and then making a movie or like
like you know how you say you have to find you're still trying to find yourself and like see what's next. Like I think that would give you the answers that you're looking for in a way. I mean, I'm just limited to that. Let me not say that's what you need to get you the answers, but
no, I think
I've been kind of more tempted to do because I feel like I'm at a level 2 where I feel like I need like a little push to go.
It's the mind's crazy. That's one thing I do.
Yeah.
Like at night I can tap in. Only at night I can tap in with the mind. And that for me that's like what calms me. But that's how I know what to create. So it's like when it's quiet, I look around. When I'm at a bar or whatever, like I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm so zoned out, and I just start people watching, and I start putting people in categories. Like this is how this person moves. This one works at like a warehouse. It hates his life. It blows all its money. But like their world is like this big, where my world is like this big, you know. So like next year I want to create my world bigger, but I need to travel. I need to experience things. So if I go to like let's say to Africa and I'm stuck in, maybe the trip goes horribly wrong. I'm eating things I don't want to eat, and I hate the trip, but the experience within that trip is what's gonna make me create like the next thing. If that makes sense. So kind of like in Harry Potter, you know, I didn't never like super paid attention, but you know he's always like chasing the 12 stones or something like that. That's kind of what I'm after. Like I feel like there's pieces of me as a whole, like they're in other places, and I need to go find it, and that's why I find out who I am. But yeah, I just want to travel right now, and make dope content, and be in scenarios I'm not like familiar with.
Where's the last place you went?
Mexico.
Where'd you go in Mexico?
Just Ensenada. But like luckily I've been able to travel down the coast and stuff, so I've been all the way from Ensenada. We drove all the way down to La Paz. So that was like 2 years ago. So we were there for a race. We were I wasn't filming at the time, but just going through the towns, like being in a small town and seeing like how shitty the houses are and the dogs and the people and like just talking to them, like that was a huge experience the first time I went to Mexico. And that's like what I kind of love about traveling is like it's just so raw. Yeah. Like I'm all about the like how raw I can get. And in those scenarios where it's weird, like we honestly filmed Adam's grandpa's funeral and I wanted to do it on my own, but I wasn't sure with him because you know how personal it is. So I ended up filming it, and that like you're just there in the emotion. I love being in that emotion, and it's hard for other people because people want to step back. But it's like when it's like super super raw and it's like the most intense shit. Like that's why I feel like I'm in my zone. I'm in my vibe. Like I know how to work. I know how like to walk around it. You know what I mean? So I was able to make a movie 2 or 3 years ago of the my old high school. Like they won the CIF championship game, and being in that moment and seeing the players cry and the coaches cry and the parent like. I was just in my lane. I had my camera. I like being there, but I like being like step back where no one knows I'm there.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah, so I love being fly on the wall because you just observe everything. So me observing is like how I make things in a sense. It's a weird process. I'm still like figuring out.
That's interesting.
My process is like really in depth and it takes a lot of time to like study and stuff. So I just like I really people watch. I try to figure out why they're in those scenarios. I think that's why me being in that melting pot was a huge thing because I started understanding culture and how a culture works, why people do certain things, and then that's why I create. So if I see maybe like an older sister, it's like 13-year-olds old from the hood, the mom's on drugs, she's cracked out, and that sister's trying to be herself but like raise her kids. Like I start going in depth of why she acts the way she acts. How the kids act. Okay, she's never really going to be herself because she has to be this mom. She doesn't know who she is as a person, so then that could corrupt her. It could corrupt her, like growing. You know what I mean? Her being a mom to her kids. So I just start looking at scenarios like that, and then I try to find the raw emotion, and like whatever I'm making is about that too.
So you get off on trauma. Because it is trauma. Things like that is traumatic.
I don't know if I get off on it. Like,
Not get off on it, but it's I guess you get inspired by by traumatic situations.
But do you, like, you know how you say you like to go into like when it's like a funeral or something, you like to be in this. Are you like that too when it comes to like happy situations, like a wedding and everything? Like you like to be. Yeah,
so like a wedding, like in a sense, like that moment, whatever that special moment is that you can't make. I like being in those moments, those special moments.
I think he's talking more about like a just raw.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know because there was just that one particular.
Oh yeah, no, but like in the funeral, like when I did one of a family friends, and I don't know. The other day, I just started thinking about it. Like when I went back and watched it, because usually when I watch my work, I'm like, it's whatever. I put it out there, I can get good responses. But in my mind, I'm like, I could do better, this and this and that. But I'll eventually go back and I'll watch. I'm like, oh shit, I actually created something good, you know. Mm-hmm. So there was a moment there where they were like just in love, and I was in it, and I felt like in that moment. So it doesn't have to be all sad, but I mean, definitely it could be. You know, like
I guess you're attracted to different emotions.
Yeah, and whatever that emotion is,
raw
like,
emotion.
Yeah, and it could be like. Me in the studio, it could be the rapper, maybe that bar hit or something. I could be in that moment. It's like whenever I could connect to that moment, that's when I like being in that raw form, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to ask that because
no, it's not just trauma, it's everything, you know. So I mean, it varies from happy to sad.
That's interesting.
How come you don't watch movies?
I don't know. I have to. So like.
What's your favorite movie right now? Not right now, but like in this current moment, what in the top of your head something that you like for what it is, not because of like any sentimental reasons, but just just the art.
Definitely.
Of it.
So I watched Ford versus Ferrari. Fire, absolutely fire.
What?
Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
With,
so like
Will Ferrell?
No.
What is that?
Matt Damon was in it, and Christian Bale, I think. I'm really shocked I know that, but
Ferrari,
because I don't pay attention to actors and stuff. Yeah, so it was about it's a big race called Le Mans, and it's in France, and it's a 24-hour race, and they race from like sun up to basically sun up again. It's 24 hours of pure racing around the same track. And
one driver.
No, it's multiple, like 3 drivers.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I mean, it's huge, and so back in the day, like Ferrari was winning, and basically Ford came along in the picture, and they wanted to figure out how to revitalize their company, or they weren't selling sports cars, and they basically came up with this car called the Ford GT and ended up beating Ferrari, and then that's how that battle started. But the movie was just beautiful. Like the cinematography was the cinematographer, like his style reminded me of my style. It was just kind of like finding dope shots, and just the way it was produced. I mean, it was from start to finish. I really couldn't complain. They didn't timestamp the movie, which I think was a good thing because they were able to move kind of all over the place because there was no specific dates. But for me, like a lot of the movie was shot super tight, so I felt like I was in the race car. I felt like I was there with the team the whole time. So he did a good job like capturing that emotion. And even people that aren't in the Cars movies, I was like, go watch this movie. You need to watch it. And they watched it, and they're like, you're right, yeah. So there was actually a point in the movie I actually started crying near the end because it touched my heart. And I told a few of my homies, I was like, go watch it. I was like, you're gonna cry, and they're like, no. And they cried for different reasons. So I know that moment was super genuine because in that moment, like the 2 actors are connecting. Like as a viewer, you're connecting with whoever you feel that moment is with you. And you're like,
cinematographer captured a moment that you would.
And I think in the movie, like they had the moment as actors too. So if it comes across on the screen real, like it's definitely gonna come across to the viewer as real too.
Yeah. You don't have any like favorite directors you look up to or anything like that? Like someone that you just like, the style is just like, I like that.
Trying to think, director wise. I don't know. I don't think director wise I really have.
Like a Tarantino or.
I'm not like the biggest fan of Tarantino, but as I got older, like I'm starting to like certain things, and I think I'm so different and strange. Like in the end, I'll figure out my style will just be just like him. You know,
right?
I'm just like he doesn't really care. Whatever he's gonna make is what he's gonna make. He's gonna tell a story, and the people that are gonna gravitate to it are gonna gravitate to it, and the ones that aren't. You know. Yeah. So that's one thing I do respect him is he just does his own thing. It may be fucking weird, but that's just like that's what it is, you know. So yeah, I don't off the top of my head I can't really go directors. There is other people though that are like the cameramans, DPs that I definitely like their style, and and different things like that.
Word, bro. That's crazy. Filming is like, that whole world is...
It's a strange, and I never saw myself doing it. Like I never. That's, you know, my other buddy Adrian. Like he's been into movies. He loves movies. Like this is all things. I mean, he's played musician wise, but he wants to be a filmmaker. Like this is the only thing he's ever cared about. Where me, like to this day, I'm still like, I don't know. I want to. And they're like, you want to watch movies all day? Nah. I'm all right. I don't need to watch movies all day. You know, it's like they're classics. I'm like they're boring to me. I don't really care. You know, so it's hard to be in that world because I went to a few events in LA and I lost people like that because I didn't know this actor. I didn't know this. Like, you know, it's such a different vibe. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I don't need to be with them to be like certified or whatever. I can do my own thing. So yeah,
that's funny.
That's interesting. I would say...
Because you don't watch movies either.
I don't, but I do kind of have like a taste in a sense, like that I don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's certain things that speak, like certain movies, I'm like, I'm going to watch. That speaks to me, yeah.
Okay.
So I can kind of tell what I'm going to like and what I'm not going to like or what I think I'm going to like in a sense. But there's other movies that I'm not going to sit down for 3 hours and watch something that I don't enjoy.
But, well, for me, I also watch movies that I don't particularly care about.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like Queen and Slim, we didn't really go watch it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
But like I still attempted, you know.
No, you had to.
Like I still tried. So I like for me personally, I love going to the movies. I love it.
Yeah.
To fall asleep.
The last 2 times.
All the time, bro.
The last 2 times, yeah. Like, yeah.
Paid your $14 to fall asleep and take a nap or something.
Bro, them seats are so comfortable.
They be comfortable
bro.
now, yeah. You gotta like fall asleep.
You go in there, take a nice little cushion nap.
Yeah, I'd say like a year ago I went and saw some movie I didn't want to see, and I was like, that was dope.
What movie was it?
I don't remember. But then like I got took into the movie. Like my friends know not to take me to the movie because if it's bad, I'm just gonna I'm gonna roast it right then.
Yeah.
Like this is wrong. I can see this. So I try to be quiet, but there's just some stuff that's horrible.
You didn't watch the Marvel films or nothing like that?
The Marvel films are alright. It's hard just because they're so green screen. It's a hard world.
But you don't look at it as just being subjective.
There's a certain thing I'm like, I could do better. Like I just hold a higher standard to it, and so some of it is personal experience because there's certain people that are in that world. They don't give a shit. They're there for a paycheck. They know they can work their 12 hours and make their $400 a day, and that's it. You know, They may like it or whatever. They know the gossip. Like, there's just certain people I met. I'm like, you're not here for the right. Like, you don't really care. You know, so that part is like you get the wrong crew. Like, people are there for a paycheck. There's no love into a movie. But there's certain movies you can feel the love and care. Like people on this, like they want to make a point known. Yeah.
So Ford versus Ferrari. I never fucking heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Dope movie.
What's another movie besides that?
One of the other movies. Is
I don't care how old it is.
You don't have an all-time favorite movie?
Nah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I do either.
Yeah, I don't have an all-time
I'll
favorite.
say a list. It depends on what day. But like Superbad, you don't like those
Nah, Superbad's good. Like I like watching comedies for sure.
Okay.
Comedies are funny. Yeah.
Would you film a comedy?
Yeah.
Do comedies really like matter when it comes to like
filming?
Yeah, like cinematography and
yes
all
and,
that. And angles.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like it to me.
More on the jokes and the dialogue, huh?
Dialogue's very important. I feel like lighting and like the scene is important. I feel like really like angles are super simple in comedies, like very direct cut shots, not really like crazy.
No credit.
Nothing motion wise, really. Like even thinking about Step Brothers, it's like
I love that movie.
It's a lot. I
love that movie.
It's a lot of simple shots.
Definitely.
It's not like crazy technical shots.
No. It's all simple.
So I feel like they are simple on that, but everything else is probably taken just as serious. But yeah, I don't think they really focus on like a fucking a glide cam or whatever. You know, I don't think they care about all that.
Did you watch Joker?
I haven't seen it actually. I need to go watch. I heard a lot of good reviews, so I'll actually go. I'll go watch it. I was in Chick-fil-A line and some dudes behind me were just going off about the thing, so I need to go watch it. Yeah.
It's fire. It was fire. I really enjoyed that movie front to back.
There's one movie with Leonardo that I absolutely love, but I'm blanking on the name right now. I always forget
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, it was the one where he got attacked by the bear.
The Revenant.
Yeah,
yeah.
fire, dude.
That was fire.
The Revenant was fire from top to bottom.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, that was fire. I remember that shit leaked too.
Dude.
It leaked like before it hit the theaters.
Fire.
Like good quality, bro. Shit fucked it up.
That's Christopher
Revenant,
Nolan.
yeah.
He shot that on.
I like quite a bit of his movies. Christopher Nolan definitely. He keeps it real.
He shot on 70 millimeter.
That's what
He
he
did.
did, no?
He did.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, he did shoot on
Classic.
70 mil.
And then
Classic.
70 millimeter, you downsize that to IMAX. Fucking people go nuts over it. But all on film. That's the fire part. That's the part where I'm just
That's
like,
crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't be understanding camera time, bro.
that's all right.
Every time it starts talking, I'm just
It's
like,
complicated. The camera stuff's
I don't know what
complicated.
I don't know what 700 millimeters is.
70 millimeter.
Whatever the fuck.
70 millimeter is the film size for the camera. So like that camera shoots 8 millimeter. A 70 millimeter is like a
70.
fucking big ass RE camera. And you have drums as the film, and I think each drum's like maybe I don't know how many hours. I don't even. Maybe
And they're stupid expensive.
yeah, they're super
expensive,
expensive.
yeah.
So like the budget.
Christopher Nolan didn't do The Revenant.
No,
did
it,
it?
no,
It was Alejandro something.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it
You're
was-
right.
yeah, it
You're
was-
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's why I was like, I don't think he did it. Yeah,
Nah,
No, you're right.
Alejandro and the solid.
I always forget his last name. Yeah,
He won an award for that.
Yeah, he did.
The first
they won 3 back to back.
Mexican American to win an award or something like that.
Him and then his DP. I don't know why I'm forgetting of his name, but I love him too. Just his style of work.
Yeah. No, that movie was good.
What's the DP? The
Director of photography.
which is the one that's in
Cameraman.
charge of.
He's the one shooting.
He's the one shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, or he'd just be calling the shot. It depends on the director, you know, because some people they'll shoot themselves, and then some people will shoot some stuff, and then they'll have like a cameraman shoot for them, and then they're watching the monitors and stuff with the directors there, and they're like actually directing from photography standpoint. So it just depends
Yeah.
how certain people work, you know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Filming is like I said,
It's an art for sure.
yeah. I feel like everything's art though. Bro.
Definitely. You have to. Yeah.
How do your parents receive your work, or how do they fuck with it?
They support me.
They support you.
Yeah.
They're
support
like,
me.
you going with that? We're gonna support you.
Yeah, I mean,
Or they're like, nah, come work with us.
My dad's always been supportive. Just like do whatever you want, and I mean that's kind of how they raised us. Is like just be happy being you. That's always been the aspect. It's
That's
like
dope.
you're never gonna have enough of this. Never gonna have like just if you're content with yourself, like you'll be happy.
So there were never those parents that were like, you gotta go to college, you gotta do.
They did want us to go to college, but only for the aspect of like they knew what college could do in the long run. So like you know, there's facts to back it up that you make more money, you know, with the college degree and this and that. So they was just like, we want you to go to college so you have a foundation to fall back on. So if something falls, you got your degree to get a job. If all else fails, but for me,
You weren't a school person though, huh?
No, never,
Yeah.
never school.
Yeah.
I was getting in trouble at school, you know, counting the tiles on the roof, like just random shit. So that's why college was kind of difficult, but luckily it was more filming than it was schoolwork. So if I would have went to Cal State or something, I would have left in the first quarter. Yeah,
because that would have been like it would have taken you a while to even get to the point where you start shooting.
It would have took me like 2.5 years, and I wasn't gonna go through 2 years of. I mean, here I was doing projects, but even then I wanted to leave and go do other projects. But it's like what I learned is I couldn't do those big budget projects with better gear and stuff if I didn't know how to do the little ones with nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just like patience is the biggest thing I have to deal with. Just because I want to move at a fast pace and I feel like I can compete with a lot of people. Like I could do this, I could do that, and it's just like slow down. You know.
Yeah.
I'll slow down.
Watch some movies.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, I need to watch more movies and watch what's good, watch what's bad and stuff. I don't
Get
need to do that. Yeah.
Criterion. It's literally just like a film-based streaming app. It's not It's not going to be as entertaining as Netflix.
Okay.
It's not going to be as entertaining as Hulu, Prime. It's very stripped down, boring film. But it's film that has been collected and archived from the early 1900s all the way to now. And they explain to you why that film is significant. And they have in-depth interviews, like series with directors. They'll have series on director movies. It'll be like, this week we're having a Tarantino marathon. Tune in. They'll tune in and they'll go to clips of like the director talking about like, so on this shot, you know, we're really inspired. It's all for filmmakers.
Yeah,
That's what's super dope about it. And I think it's like, I don't know if it's $8.99 or $12.99, one of the two, but it's all film related.
Sick.
Like if you want to just if you're in it to learn,
Yeah.
that's a way to like visually learn because it just shows you just the simplest shit. Like it shows you like the BTS for when Hitchcock recorded the MGM line, and it was just like they were just talking about it, like the whole setup, the way it was shot, the fact he was really there, like face to face with the lion. He was directing the lion.
It has to be like it has to be real. That's my thing. Is everything has to be as real as possible.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they show you this, like,
which is
hey, this is how this thing that you watch in movies was made, and it's a whole little series on it to where they
awesome.
they show you like one of the movies they were talking about on there was Wolverine, the Logan.
Yeah.
But the noir version where it's like it's black and white. The fucking contrast is all the way down.
Yeah,
it's like it's so dope because they shot the movie on film, so they were able to strip it down in black and white. They were able to keep it colored. That's what, bro. Film, shoot film, digitalize it. Fucking bada bing.
Bada bing.
All that shit too much work.
Nah,
You're just gonna stick to doing your thing over here. He's like, I ain't going in the film world. I don't blame you, bro. You gotta be built for it, honestly.
I don't know, man. I can't be on the computer for too long like that.
Yeah, but it's like every career, like you gotta be built for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna weed itself out. Like I've seen people weed down from when I started. People are like, oh, you graduated college? I was like, yeah. I was like, bro, it was only 3.5 years. It wasn't that long. Like it was long, but it still wasn't that long. I just busted it out, did what I had to do, keep making movies, and now they're just working at Amazon or UPS doing nothing, you know? Or like people not even have jobs and they're pregnant. It's just like,
damn.
yeah, you know. But I could kind of tell who had the passion, who didn't have the passion. So.
Did you have to do like a final or something in the past to graduate? Nothing crazy.
Yeah. So we had to make our own movie. So I made like a Western movie.
A Western movie.
Yeah, honestly, never got done. It's sitting on a hard drive in LA right now. I just need to throw some money at it to finish.
You write
it up.
scripts too?
So I didn't, but I'm starting to now. So now I just write ideas down on my phone. So once I started doing that, more ideas come. So that's why I said as a filmmaker, I just want to be better as a whole and just start producing. And I just have so many ideas from watching things that this could be funny, this could be that. So yeah, I'm gonna be a writer. So
there's an app you should download if you're ever on the go and don't have your gear on you. Something just inspires you. It's called Artemis, and it pretty much it has all these camera profiles, and you just load up your gear, right? Like you just type in or select what gear you're on or you're gonna shoot on. You have different profiles. So for me, I really just shoot on my GH5 for video. So on the app, you just click on it and go to the lens, and it'll pop up like.
Oh yeah.
And it'll show you what
it looks like.
What it looks like. You take a picture, it'll store it, and you could write like type under it like this happens here, 50 millimeter, and it'll tell you like broken on 50 millimeter. 2.8 at fucking
whatever
this time of day. The sun.
Yeah.
It gets deep into. It's an expensive app, but
Definitely.
it's for people that just. It's for a lot of directors that I've got in contact with. Always recommend it to me.
That's awesome.
So I ended up just.
You don't really do photos, huh?
Not necessarily. Like I mean, I used to take a lot of pictures, but then so in college I'd like go to college all day or work, go to college, and at night I would just practice taking pictures. So I go to the bridge. Deal with some homeless people trying to take pictures, go here. I was just all about like practicing my framing stuff. But nowadays I just don't have as much time, you know. So if it's business related, I just refer it to a photographer that I know because I'm like, they need the business. And then hopefully when they get video business, they just send it my way. You know, I want to see other people eat too. I want to see other people win. And like, that's what they specialize in. So I'm going to let them do that. You know, if you absolutely want me to take your pictures, then I will. But even then I'm still like, gotta have it. So, like, let them do it. You know,
You're more confident in your video work.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
What programs do you use?
So I use Adobe Premiere as my main baby. I mean, I get so frustrated at it, but that's my main thing.
I fucking hate Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, well, it's just because I went from iMovie to that. Cause that's what I started with.
I would expect Final Cut.
No, I didn't go to the Final Cut stage.
Wow.
Never really got into
Final Cut is. The thing I don't like about Adobe Premiere is how fucking glitchy it gets with text. Like just any type of graphic.
Yeah, no, it's all bad. The program
the Adobe engine starts running and it'll be like loading Adobe fonts. It's like I have no fonts with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you guys are running all these extra background tasks when I click on font.
Definitely.
That's the problem, but I do like their stabilizer.
Warp stabilizer.
I don't know if I like the warp stabilizer or the one on After Effects. There's two stabilizers, but one of the two I like. I'm really impressed by.
Yeah.
But Adobe Premiere, I really just use it on my because I built a computer because
Sick.
fucking MacBook takes too long to
Yeah,
render,
it'd be slow.
and I use Premiere on that to just do like company related videos where they don't need color grading. They really just need me to cut, add music, export. So I do shit for that, like the most stripped down basic shit on Premiere. Then for front to back on bigger projects where it's like if it's shot on 4K or higher, I use DaVinci Resolve.
Definitely, yeah. I've done with DaVinci a little bit.
And then anything 1080p I use on, or 4K ProRes I use on Final Cut.
Yeah.
So
because the Kodaks are the same.
Stupid nice, bruh. Fucking throw 4K video on there, throw a LUT on there, fucking.
You're like, what the hell are you talking
chilling.
about? Zoning out.
He gonna see. Because I have a monitor, like my GH5, I could shoot ProRes on from my monitor. So next season we're gonna start doing that, and he's gonna see like.
Sick. Oh yeah, you'll just be learning. Being around and stuff.
He's gonna be, I was synced up already. Damn, that was quick. Watch.
About to be lit, dog.
Your editing time might be cut in half.
Fuck that. I'm not coming back to have my media team, dog. Oh man, real shit. I need me a media team. I need content.
What gear are you shooting on now?
At work or just for like my stuff too?
It don't matter.
So at work we have a A6500. So we do that, and then we have a 6300 too. And then I have a GH5 on my own, so I just use that. Yeah.
What about
I mean, I have a little bit more gear, but
yeah, name it. I want to know.
I'm actually like really quiet with all my gear and stuff. I've just been a little bit like, people are like, what do you got? I'm like, I mean, a little bit. But
tell us.
So I have a drone too, just a Mavic 1.
Okay.
So I actually copped that not too long ago on Craigslist. Right by, and I've already made my money back, and I've just been using the hell out of it. And then I have a Ronin S. I don't love gimbals, like I really don't. I actually hate shooting on them.
Gimbals are
the stabilizers, basically.
Yeah, Ronin.
Yeah. So I have that, and then
stabilizer.
Just a few other small like things that just go on the camera. But other than that, it's pretty much it.
Do you name? I thought he said.
I mean, I don't have a ton of gear. I don't really have a ton.
Like you about to say, I got a red.
Oh, nah, I wish.
Fucking Dragon X.
I wish. Nah, I just got the simple gear.
I was like, huh?
Chill, bro. Red.
Well, it's because
that's just a simple gear for now. I mean, but if it's a big job, then I get
you rent it out.
I get the gear. Yeah, it just depends.
That's smart. What's your favorite camera you shot on so far?
I haven't shot on a ton. Probably like the Red Dragon. It's probably been. I haven't got to shoot on Alexa yet. I'm so bummed.
Alexa.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's my girl Alexa.
Who?
The Alexa Mini.
Only Alexa I know is the Android.
The one Alexa you can't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just shot on just the Red. So that's been a dope setup. That and shot on some cine lenses. That's been cool.
Yeah, cine, man. Yeah, the next big lens I want to get, it's a 24 to 70 millimeter.
Fire. Love those lenses.
It's actual cinema lens, like fucking $4,000 for it. But yeah, that's gonna go on the Black Magic.
Definitely.
That on the RAW.
Dude, you're trying over here like, what are you talking about?
That on RAW video. Come on, bruh.
Trying to figure it out.
Come on, bruh. Yeah, bro. It's, camera stuff's interesting. I could talk about it all day. I really can.
Cause like with me, I get some shit and I be like, I think it's dope. But then he'll pinpoint the shit like, man, this not dope. It's not dope. And
it's
like, man, now I'm looking at that and it's like, man, you can't enjoy the set.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you kind of gotta people's bubble.
Yeah, that's true. But I think sometimes at the end of the day, I feel like we care about it so much, but at the end of the day, like the people that are actually you're the consumer, they don't go.
That's why it's fuck content, make art. Or the Jelly.
Shout out to Jelly. For real.
Shout out to her, bro. She really like. She take this thing and elevate it every time I hear her talk. For real, bro. That bitch be going in.
I need her on my podcast. Real shit.
That bitch be going in. She be going in. My favorite, yeah, she. If they gave me $1 million budget, I have her on board.
You said $1 million budget. You're gonna keep most of that. Pay
Nah.
her with the rest.
He said $1 million.
Nah, if I was shooting a movie and if I had to pick anybody, I don't care if it's someone with experience or no experience, I'm picking Jelly. She's on board. She's gonna be my top 3 selects.
So you gonna give her creative control?
No, she gonna be running behind the camera.
Yeah, go for it.
That's the furthest door on your right when you go down.
Go down the hall. Only door on your right.
Yeah, only door on your right.
So Brant goes to the restroom. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all, man. I'm not mad at y'all showing love the way y'all show love. I just be upset. Is that mad? Is that like saying like, is you done or is it done or you finished?
I don't know what that was. Maybe
Like I'm not mad.
Possibly a hot take.
I'm just upset. Cause I don't want shit from y'all. Fuck it. I'm just playing. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. If you tune in, you tapped in. I'm not gonna ask nothing from y'all. Cause if you guys genuinely wanted to show love and do whatever, you would. You wouldn't wait for me to tell you. So I'm gonna just keep it pushing.
I'm your pusher.
Isn't that Chance?
No. Clips.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about now.
Come on, bruh. I want to get that tatted on me, bro. Lord willing. But Logic came out with a song called Lord Willing, so I really don't want to. Hell Hath No Fury would be a dope tattoo.
Oh, it would be a dope tattoo.
Where? On your lungs. Your dick.
On the bottom of my big toe.
That's so ugly.
Just an OB, because when I'm laid down on the beach, you gonna see that shit when you walk by.
No, you should have it right above your sock.
True. Sorry, Mom. No, I'm just kidding.
Get it. She won't know. You wear pants all the time.
I tell her. I wear shorts now, bitch.
For real. You used to wear... No, correct yourself. You wear trunks now. Motherfucker got a shoe collection of trunks.
So what's your favorite type of music, dog?
Oh.
Who you listening to? What you tapped into?
Dude, honestly, one of probably the two like people I've been listening to probably the most consistently would be Nip and Kevin Gates, man.
Nip and Kevin Gates.
I just actually saw Kevin Gates in concert there. That was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm usually not like starstruck or nothing. I was honestly being too cheap at the time to buy the VIP tickets because I knew like okay, he always drops an album on my birthday. Yeah, he drops an album on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, the past like 2 or 3 years. And so I saw I was ready for the concert, supposed to go with my boy, and I was too cheap, but I actually ended up taking that money and I put it into buying the drone, so I'm not like too mad about it. But yeah, dude, I saw him and I was just standing back and I was like, oh shit, like it really hit me. I don't know why, you know, but it's just like I can connect his music in such a way, like it really hit me. And then he was just like doing his thing, performing. I zoned out, and I was like, 2020 is the time to go. Like it was crazy. I started having like I got in my own head and started thinking about filming and stuff.
That's dope.
It was just like that, and that's what like his concert was. And he even said something like, "Hey, you're here to like go through your thing."
I have a problem with Kevin Gates.
Why?
I got a ticket to one of his songs.
Really?
Fucking worst ticket I ever got.
A ticket?
A speeding ticket.
What song you listen to?
Yeah,
Sit Down. Off the
Luca Brysa.
The Luca Brysa 2 project.
You're zooming, huh?
Bruh.
See, he be...
No, they called me doing 87 in the 65. That's Kern County.
Where?
Kern County.
Kern County, it's in Nevada.
No. Going up north. To NorCal.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Kern County, bruh. It's like
No joke.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, my bad.
Little ugly area, you know? Fucking... That bass kick in. Just fuck
It's gone.
I'm a Boss played by Meek Mill, and then that song played. Sit
Hype
down.
right there.
And I was just zoned. And it was a whole bunch of
said,
cars. There was a bunch of cars passing me and shit. I'm like inspired. I'm like, they going faster than I am. That's hard. So we all get in this like little lane, like this left lane. Everyone's just zooming.
Yeah.
And fucking
CHP was sitting there? Or
nah. I was the last one, and CHP got on the on-ramp.
oh.
And I was the last one in the line, so fucking, ended up catching me. I'm sitting here like, we Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all caught one of the racers.
Definitely.
The other four, y'all ain't even pulled them over. They
Shout
going
out Fast and the Furious, honestly. Shout out Fast and the Furious.
Man. Are we calling it
We'll go with the OG.
Tom's and Hank? What's the new one called?
I don't even know.
Hobbs.
Oh, Hobbs and something else.
Hobbs and Shank. I don't know.
Yeah, I ended up seeing it, but shout out to the OG.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Shout out to
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Shout out to Tokyo Drift.
Dude.
Shout out to Tokyo Drift. Shot in off Escondido Avenue.
I would say they had an impact on my filming for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was inspiration. You're like, I wanna do that.
Tokyo Drift was shot in off Main Street.
Tokyo Drift was
in Escondido in Hesperia. Mm-hmm. So I was like, hey, shot right by my house.
We're just talking about Fast and the Furious.
Oh shit! They shot that shit in Victorville. Yeah, I lived right there where they were shot at on Ferndale, where the Frontier homes were at. You know how the sign when they crash the sign is the Frontier. Yeah, we own one of them houses.
But they had production on Escondido and Maine too.
Yeah.
But I don't know what scene it was. I just remember a fucking crane, big ass crane, camera crew. I'm like, woo!
He just started counting up the money.
I didn't even think about it like that.
You're just overwhelmed.
I was just
gear?
like, no, I wasn't even into film. I got
Okay.
into film late. I got into film. Photos 4 years is coming up, and video 3 years is coming up. So I got into it late,
But it's not even late though, honestly.
well, comparison to what's going on in this story. So
okay.
So yeah, it was like I looked at it, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's an ambulance. There's fire. None of the lights are on, but they're there. A food vendor's there, and all these other people. I'm like, are they building? Like, this ain't the fucking house crew. These ain't the people that build houses. We just drove past it. It wasn't like we stopped and looked. But I was just thinking, like, this ain't a house crew.
Definitely.
Then when the rumor got around at school, like, oh, they shot it here, they shot it here. I'm like,
All amused.
that's what the fuck, the crane? That's when it started, like, making sense. Like, oh, the mechanics of a crane, you could take a camera up
Definitely.
there. So, yeah, I mean, DIY.
Do it yourself.
Yeah. DY too, though.
Huh?
DY. Do you.
Facto. All right, we're about to get out of here though. Any last words, bro? Any last?
No, I just appreciate you guys having me on, talking about a little bit about my life, man. It's a cool life. I'm excited. Like,
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm excited to live. Honestly, there's a lot of people that aren't, but I just know I'm destined for something. So now it's just chasing that shit, bring people on the journey.
Hell yeah.
And just yeah, bro, motivating people. I want to see everyone win, be happy. Like if let's say it's just being happy every day.
Do you get sad, or do you have your
yeah, all the time, dude. Like, and honestly, I'll be honest, I cry all the time. Like, but I only cry because I care so much. Like, if if you care, like you're gonna cry. Everyone cries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I cry all the time. I just think it's part of like my phase that I go through, whatever. Like seeing other people in pain. I don't want to see. I want to see everyone happy and stuff. And sadly, it's life. Like not everyone could be like that, but if you can turn the whole hood great and you can go to this country and if you could do that and everyone's on the same field of having the same knowledge and pushing everyone onto the next stage to be better and better, like that's all I could ask for. But yeah, I go to my stages, so it'll be like happy.
You need emotions.
You have to, yeah. And honestly, like
you're human, bro.
Definitely, yeah. And a lot of my stuff I noticed is like emotionally pushed, and so it's like I never was like surrounded with drama, but that's kind of where my filming falls in a sense, and it's all pushed from emotions. I make everything from emotions because it connects with the viewer.
Yeah.
And they know it's real, and like this is how I view it, and like I think this is how you're gonna view it in a sense. So But y'all don't have too many last words. I'm just excited.
Well, I'm excited.
And
to
down
see.
down the road, bro, we're gonna be doing the same thing, but on a way bigger scale.
Exactly, bro. That's the same type of energy I'm on. But
excited to see where you go.
yeah, man, for real, I'm excited to see what you got coming up.
Thank you, yeah. It's gonna be a big year.
We're happy with you guys and Adam. You know, we're 100% media, so
Definitely, yeah.
definitely tuned in.
Even if like down the road, like, if things split or whatever, like he's always gonna be in my corner. I'm all, he always has my back. I'm gonna have his, just because like we're on the same wavelength of like success.
It's deeper than content.
Yeah, and he just wants to see me win. I want to see him win, and so we're on the same. And that's why everything works so well. So, but yeah, I just want to see everyone do their thing in 2020. Don't be scared. Just fucking go chase it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Go chase
Just
it,
literally
man.
like go chase it.
2020, go chase it. We out this bitch, yo. Overly Blown Podcast. See y'all next week. Peace.